Hello, everybody. Welcome to 21 million. What a weekend. What a weekend. If you are a conspiracy theorist like me, this weekend had it all. We had possible Chinese invasion, Chinese sending over weather balloons. We had possible alien attack. We have Ohio is on fire, government cover-ups, false flags. I mean, this weekend was nuts. And all I was thinking of during the Super Bowl yesterday was what happens with the market. You know, what happens with the market if any of this comes true or if people care. You know, I was just talking to my family about it. Nobody seemed to care, which is wild. Crazy stuff going on in the world. So right now, we have a little price action with Bitcoin. So let's take a look at that. Actually, first, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it later. So we have here the market cap for Bitcoin is under $1 trillion now. So we dip back down, market's down. We have 24-hour volume is 57 billion. So it's up. You know, we saw it about a week and a half ago. It was dipping into the low 40s, so it's still up a little bit. Bitcoin dominance at 41.9%. ETH dominance at 18.2%. We have Bitcoin's at 21,495. Down a little bit today already. And it looks like whenever I see it flashing red, I always think we're about to drop. And the volume's up a little bit. We still might go down a little. We have Ethereum's at 1474. BNB's at 285. XRP's at 36 cents. Cardano's at 34 cents. Doge around 8 cents. Even with, you know, Elon, actually I have it here. Elon yesterday wearing a Doge shirt to the Super Bowl. Huge. I mean, I'm not a Doge fan, but guy was wearing a shirt to the Super Bowl. You know, meeting with Rupert Murdoch, which is crazy, and his daughter, even more bizarre. Polygon's at $1.15. That must have broken its support. Solana's at $19.98. Let's take a look at the charts today. So I pulled up. Let's go to the weekly first. Let's take a look. Let me turn Market Cipher A on. So it looks like we're approaching, this is the 200 weekly moving average. Okay, so we're approaching that. Looks like it's getting a little resistance. We want to get above that, obviously. So down in Market Cipher A, so the money flow was curving in, and yesterday it looks like it curved out a little bit. Okay, so a little bit of a curve here. So do we do something like this? Okay, or does it go something like this? Do we see another low, and then we start to trend up this way? It's possible. We have a red dot on the weekly, a momentum dot, okay? That wouldn't be good as far as Market Cipher B goes. We still have that, obviously the blue triangle confirmed, so we could see a movement up. And we also, let me make this bigger so everybody can see. So we have a red momentum dot on Market Cipher B, and we also have a red triangle. It seems like it possibly could be trending down, but it's still early. It's 6 days left. 6 days left to confirm all this. So let's take a look at the past. So as you can see here, we've had blue triangles followed by red diamonds. Okay, so it's possible, and we could see something like that. One thing I want to tell everybody is if there is a black swan event, all of this goes out the window. Everything. Charts and graphs, your volume, everything's out the window. Black swan event, it's over. Aliens are attacking, doesn't matter, it's over. The China invasion, I saw Chinese balloons coming over. I'm like, oh, then maybe this will be something, maybe the market's going to crash out. Possible, definitely possible. Black swan event, all this goes out the window. As you can see, back in March of 2020, we had that. Now, a black swan event. There was a global pandemic, and you could see we crashed out. Nothing makes it, blue triangles, bold dots, doesn't matter. Momentum going up, doesn't matter. So just something to keep in mind. So if we go to the daily now, so I have some possibilities. So we're finding nice support around the 21.5 mark, 21.499 to be exact, 21.5. Okay, that's good. It's finding nice support here. So we could bounce up here. We could dip down. Originally, I thought that we were going to come down and reconfirm the 20,000, which is possible. It could still come down. We have still a lot of time. I think it's going to find support here and start to move up. We hit, it finds resistance here, support here, and then it breaks through resistance, breaks through support, goes up, goes down to confirm it, can't. So, do we replay this? That we can't find the support and it breaks down? It's possible. I have a wedge here, a symmetrical wedge. Could this be the possibility? Could we come here, find the support that we need, and then break up to the upside? It's possible. I think that's more likely. Like I said, barring any, black swan events, I think that's more likely. I think this is what we're going to see. So let's go down shorter term. Shorter term, it gets a little bit more bearish. But for short-term plays, so could we could see this as support, the trend line. Okay, we could just keep the support here around that 20,005 mark. Okay, we could just keep on bouncing here and start to move up. That's possible. I think that's more likely. I don't think we're going to fill the gap at the CME gap. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's go one more. Let's go down one more. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, I think we're going to stay inside this wedge here. This might be a nice support and then a breakout, in my opinion. But let's take a look. One more I want to check out while I have you guys. Let's take a look at Polygon, because I was checking out. Yeah, so here. So it had broke out. I got caught in a bad play right about here, and it had wicked back up and back into the wedge. I thought it was going to break, which it did now. It did what I should have waited for confirmation. Okay, so it went up, went back in. I should have known. I got in here, thinking it was going to come down that day that we had on Friday where everything came down. It didn't happen, of course. Sorry, guys, I didn't even have the screen up. So, hold on. Let me go back to Bitcoin. My apologies. So here, this is the wedge I was just talking about. Sorry, guys. I forgot that I switched the screen. So here, this is the wedge I was talking about. Let me go back to the daily. So here you go. So this is the wedge, and I think we're going to stay inside here. We broke back in. We broke out hard, broke back in hard, and I think we're going to find some good support, barring any black swan events, like I was saying, while you guys were just staring at me and not the chart. Okay? A breakout looks like a potentially end of March. Okay? So we got a little time. I think we can hang out in here and then break out. Anytime there's these golden pockets, usually there's sharp moves, as you can see here, 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 you know. So, all right, let me go back to Polygon like I was saying. So here, let me go back. Let me go to the 4 hour. So I got caught in a bad play around here. Didn't lose my shirt. I got out, hit my my stop loss. And then, you know, if I was paying attention yesterday, Super Bowl, you know, we got denied the confirmation here that it was going to go down. And then you got the blood diamond. And then, you know, obviously, we're at $14.15 now. So let's see something. Let's take a look at some fib levels and see where we stand. Let's go here. Actually, let's go here. No. I'm changing my mind. I want to go to the daily. Yeah, so we broke out here, and it looks like maybe closer to $1. Yeah, this must be because we had that big movement up to the upside. So yeah, about $1.03. That's probably where we're going to be heading with Polygon. All right, guys. I pulled up a couple articles I want to show you too. So the big one I want to just talk about briefly has nothing to do with crypto. Is Ohio's apocalyptic chemical disaster rages on, it says. So we have here, it's on Zero Hedge. There's an article about it. The fire, it's terrible. And no reporters, nobody's allowed to go there and see what's going on. It's crazy. It was a controlled burn. That's controlled. There's animals dying. I'm going to put the link to this article in the comments so you guys can click it and take a look and read it. It's super informative, very interesting. Okay, and one more I want to go through. So it says it's on Alexandria, and it's politicians demand to know if SEC was involved in timing of SBF's arrest. All right, so we have here was weird. It wasn't letting me highlight today. So basically, I'm just going to paraphrase. He was summoned to court, I think it was on December 13th. Here it is. The December 12th arrest of Bankman-Fried by authorities in the Bahamas prevented the former FTX CEO from testifying before the House Financial Services Committee on December 13th as scheduled. Angry members of both parties. It happened as soon as the DOJ revealed the indictment. So that's interesting. It would be great if Gensler got caught, right? Gensler was behind this, got a couple bucks, tipped him off, got him arrested before. That would be something. But I'm going to put the link to this in the comments also. Guys, just take a moment, just like